Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen, where we help make clean eating a lifestyle. So I have a great lunch idea for you today. We're going to be making a cottage cheese flatbread. You can turn this into any kind of sandwich that you want, and it is so amazing. It's low carb friendly, it's keto approved, and it's packed with protein. But before we get started, would you do me a huge favor and hit that like button? Only because it's going to help the algorithm pick this video up a little bit faster. Thank you so much. Here's all the ingredients that you are going to need. So we're going to start with 1 cup of some cottage cheese. Then we need 2 eggs. For some fresh herbs, you could either do cilantro or basil. If you do basil, probably just a couple of leaves of basil, and cilantro, same thing, just a small handful of some fresh cilantro. But you don't have to add in some fresh herbs if you don't want to. That's totally fine. Then we're going to be doing a half a teaspoon of some garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of some onion powder, and a half a teaspoon of some black pepper. Now you guys know that I love my Celtic sea salt. It has 82 essential minerals in it, so we are going to be doing a half of a teaspoon of that as well. We're going to start by adding our 1 cup of cottage cheese to the blender. Then you're going to add your 2 eggs, and then whatever kind of spices that you want. I'm doing some onion powder, some garlic powder, some, oh, that was a lot of pepper, some pepper, and a little salt. And I'm also going to be adding in my basil. Then you're just going to blend it up. Put it on a parchment lined baking sheet. This is super liquidy, and you might be thinking, this is not going to work very good, but I cannot wait for you to see it once it's done cooking. Baking this at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. I just pulled it out of the oven. This is what it looks like. Now, you're noticing it looks a little different than when I put it in. It's actually because I had to do it twice because I had spread the first one out all the way, and so some of the edges were too thin that they burned. So what I did is I kind of put it to 3/4 of the pan. I kind of bunched up this parchment paper so that that wouldn't happen a second time. So I'm just starting to assemble all of the things that I'm going to be putting in this sandwich. So I'm going to do a half of an avocado and some tomatoes. And then for the meat, I have some turkey, some roast beef, some ham, some salami, some Havarti cheese, and some cheddar cheese. Now, of course, you don't need to have all of this if you don't want to. I was just excited about this sandwich, so I thought I would just get everything. Also have our mayo and some mustard. Now, both of these are very clean ingredients. The mayo is completely without any inflammatory oils, and so is the mustard. So I let this cool off completely. Now, as you can see, this is kind of amazing. I cut off one of the edges just because I didn't want any of the little crispies there. Let's do this. So I have my avocado mayonnaise. You know what? This is probably going to be enough for both me and Caden for lunch. I'm going to do a little bit of mustard. My lettuce. Spread some avocado on there. This is going to be so amazing. Then I'm going to be assembling my meats. Now like I said, kind of like everything on here. I'm going to do some Havarti cheese. Some shrimp. And then, last but not least, my tomatoes. This sandwich is massive. Oh, it looks so good though. All right, I will be cutting it, but look at that. That is kind of amazing. Guys, here it is. Let's give it a taste test. Okay, this is super good. Wow.
Perfect sandwich for my lunch.
Wow, this is so good. And it was super easy to do. I also loved that it only took a couple of minutes of prep time to put it in the oven. Now I know the 40 minutes was kind of a long time to bake it, but it was so simple. Now remember, the first time that I did it, I spread it out too far, so don't do that. Make sure that it's over, probably about 3/4 of the pan. I kind of curled up the parchment paper to make it stay. You guys, this was so awesome though. You've got to try it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, stay tuned for some more great recipes. We'll see you next time.
Bye.